A contact form is an essential feature for any website, enabling visitors to reach out with inquiries, feedback, or requests. In this example, we'll explore how to create a basic contact form using HTML and JavaScript. The form will collect the user's name, email address, and message, and then submit this data to a Firebase real-time database for storage and processing.
This line initializes Firebase with the provided configuration, Firebase config. It sets up your web application to use Firebase services. Here, you're creating a reference to a specific location in your Firebase real-time database. The .ref contact form part specifies that you're referencing the contact form node in your database. This is the location where data from the contact form will be stored. This line adds an event listener to the contact form element with the ID contact form. It listens for the form's submission event. When the form is submitted, it triggers the submit form function. These lines collectively set up Firebase in your web application, create a reference to the database, and add an event listener to the contact form for form submissions. This prepares your application to handle and store data submitted through the contact form into the Firebase real-time database. This line prevents the default form submission behavior, ensuring that the form doesn't cause the page to reload.
Here, the function retrieves the values entered by the user into the name, email, and message fields of the form using the getElementVal function. These values are then stored in variables for further processing. The SaveMessages function is called, passing the retrieved name, email, and message content as parameters. This function saves the message data to the Firebase real-time database. This function takes three parameters, name, emailid, and message content, representing the name, email, and message content submitted through the contact form, respectively. This function effectively saves the submitted message data under a unique key in the Firebase real-time database. This function takes an ID parameter, representing the ID of an HTML input element. Inside the function, document.getElementById, ID, retrieves the HTML element with the specified ID. .value retrieves the current value entered into the input field. This function is a utility function used to retrieve the value of an HTML input element based on its ID. It's used in the submitForm function to get the values entered by the user into the name, email, and message fields of the contact form.